I'm Rachel Ward and I'd like to read a little from my sample translation of Drachenerwachen, a children's fantasy adventure by Valija Zinck. It begins with Ms Tassilo bringing the wrong suitcase home from the airport and finding a beautiful stone inside it which seems to sort of possess her thoughts during her working day, and she can't wait to get home and see it again. So this is where we come in, which is towards the beginning of chapter 7. The evening finally came and the working day was over. Ms Tassilo unlocked her flat door. She had just hung up her white coat when she got a shock. There was that strange thumping and scratching again. It gave her goosebumps. The sound was coming from her bedroom. Heart pounding, she crept to the kitchen. Without a sound, she took a frying pan from its hook. Scratch, scratch, thump, thump. She stalked to the bedroom and peered in. She hadn't shut either the case or the casket this morning. The strange stone lay untouched on the sea-green velvet, looking beautiful. At the sight of it, Ms Tassilo immediately forgot the creepy scratching noises, and she also forgot that she'd resolved that afternoon to give the stone back. Now she felt as though the stone was glittering for her, beckoning her, calling her, summoning her to it. She lowered the frying pan, sighed with pleasure, and let herself sink down next to the case. Her mobile chirruped. The display showed a foreign number. "Don't answer," whispered an inner voice. "No, don't answer." The caller could be the stone's owner. What if he wanted to arrange to swap cases back? Or, more to the point, get its contents back? Her stomach lurched and a queasy feeling gathered just below her belly button. It was only now that Ms Tassilo noticed that there was a fine crack across the stone. 3 cracks, to be precise. "Good gracious, whatever's happened?" she whispered. Then the sound came again. It was coming from the stone. Ms Tassilo leapt up. The stone began to wobble. Startled, she drew back. Scratch, scratch, creak. Now the thing started to shake, gave a jolt, and finally leapt up into the air. For a second it was as though time stood still. The stone hung in the air as if it had got lost. Then it gave a loud crack, fell back, rack, and broke. Black, gluey goo oozed out. For a moment the whole room smelled very strange, like wood one second and metal the next. Then there was damp grass and something like a petrol station. "Good gracious, what?" stammered Ms Tassilo. She got no further. The top half of the stone was held up to the ceiling as if by a volcano, where it stuck. In the bottom half of the stone, or rather in the black goo, she could see a writhing body, black as night, gold-veined, wet and slippery. It shook itself. Drops of something sticky flew all over the place. Ms Tassilo's pale blouse now looked more like a black sprinkled batik. "Yuck!" she screeched in revulsion. The creature, it was a little like a slimy lizard or an alligator with its eyes shut, paused. It stretched, listening to the yuck, sniffing. It raised its muzzle in the air and then, with a great effort, climbed out of the broken remains of the stone. Once it had reached the sea-green velvet, it wiped its face with its front feet until it was free of the black goo. Then it turned towards Ms Tassilo, took a quiet, wheezing breath, and opened its eyes. Round, black, beautiful eyes with an amber-coloured starburst, and wild, and they seemed to be looking straight into Ms Tassilo's soul. Then the mouth opened. Small, dangerous-looking fangs appeared, and it made a gurgling noise, something like "mm-ma." Ms Tassilo's mouth opened too, but she made no sound. "Mother." The alligator creature took a few steps towards her. "Mother, mother." What on earth was going on? "Mother," gurgled the creature more insistently now. It rolled its round eyes. What did it want? "Mother." Mother? Good gracious, was this lizard thing's mother around here somewhere too? Ms Tassilo shuddered. "Mother there!" The blue-gold animal made a quick movement of its snout in her direction. Startled, Ms Tassilo whirled round, but behind her was only the mirrored wardrobe and no mother lizard. "Mother there! Mother you!" "I'm not mother," stammered Ms Tassilo. Now her nerves were fraying. What was she doing here? She was talking to this creature as if it was really in the room. "Calm down," Ms Tassilo told herself. Keep calm, keep calm." She clawed at one hand with the other to stop the last remnants of calm from escaping. I'll just go into the kitchen, pour myself a glass of something and take some deep breaths. I'm just seeing a figment of my imagination. It is not real, hear me? It can't be real, there's no such thing.